Well, great morning, everyone. I think this morning I'm going to ask about the Epstein files and Trumpenstein, okay? The Orange Menace and the Epstein files. Now, we know Bondi keeps running interference for him. You know, people want these files to come out. Magatonians don't believe, even though Trump is good buddies with Epstein, we see him with really inappropriate photos with his daughter, okay? Anybody, when they go on an interview and say, what do you have in common with your daughter? And he says sex. This is not normal, okay? Oh, if she weren't my daughter, I'd be dating her. Okay. And he pals around. We've seen videos of him over there watching these young women dancing, and he's over there oogling these women, salivating next to Epstein. So I want to ask the tarot, what can you tell us about Trumpenstein and the Epstein files? Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to do 18 cards, and then we'll see if we can figure out the story, see what they're pointing to. What are they going to tell us about Trumpenstein and the Epstein files? Now, we know there is one victim that came forward and said she was raped by Trump when she was like 14, okay? We know he's a sexual predator. He's been convicted. He's been convicted in a court. He still hasn't paid what he owes yet on that case. We know he's done these beauty pageants and gone back and oogled these young girls. Well, you know, I could get away with it because it's my pageant, you know, under the guise of, oh, is everything okay in here? Okay. There's just too much evidence which, you know, Magatonians just turn a blind eye to. So let's see what's underneath of the reading. The choices made in life, the path he is walked and walks when it comes to the past and children. Ooh, when it comes to the past, children, and justice. Well, it looks like the cards are listening, but I'm almost afraid to turn them over and see what they say, but let's go forward. So the reading's about charging forward, club in hand, the fight to move it forward. And then we have, guess who? He who wants to be king, okay? And what's being offered, okay, in this fight. Now, it could be the club going forward. He is, again, charging forward with the actions to, you know, suppress what's being put out there, okay? Club in hand when it comes to what is being offered. Can we say the big cover-up? The energy coming into it? Yeah, the White House. Coming from the White House. There is evidence. The evidence in hand. Could be Pam Bondi's got the evidence. Okay? He knows she's the one. She's got evidence. And when it comes to what's being offered, they're figuring out the next move. Okay? Next move across the world. Now, I am sure also that across the world, they've got compromise on him in Russia. 100%. But let's see what's going on today. The strength. So we have the White House, club in hand, the strength of that. When it comes to an agreement between he and Bondi, there's an agreement about keeping this out in the cold, okay? People are out in the cold when it comes to viewing this, okay? This is not somebody that's spiritual, that gives a rat's ass about these girls and humanity, okay? They're dispensable, okay? We can get rid of those girls. They're poor. They mean nothing, okay? I've got the money. I've got the wealth. And they're just, it's not going to come out. What's being offered, figuring out the next move, out in the cold. The challenge is overturning this, okay? The challenge is it's been suspended. And with a new action, when it comes to a new action, when it comes to, again, family, care, children, new action of what? Cover up. Potential outcome. The world. What's going on. Yeah, and his dark drama. Chaining people up. Okay? When it comes to what's out there. And it comes to her action. What she's holding on to. Okay? The actions she's doing or not doing, as the case may be, to cover it up. Extra information, but there is judgment afoot. Ooh. When it comes to his demise, his dark drama, and his demise. Oh, and all the pain he has caused, the mental and the physical pain that he has caused. Now on the more surface level, the judgment about stopping this because of the pain, not putting it out, that's their judgment. He wants this ended, he wants this stopped, but in the deeper sense, this is karma. Judgment is coming at his death for all the pain that he has caused. Okay? Because of what? The actions in life when it comes to these younger ones, and justice for what? The things he's trying to get away with. But they are in the mix, in the balance. And at his death, again, you have the life review. And this concerns the whole of the life cycle. And the things he's done, what? To cover up the things he has done. But these swords of truth will not be denied. Like I said, when you leave the physicality of form, you will have a life review. And you will have to endure all the pain that you've put others through from their perspective. So every one of these ones that he has abused sexually or made people lose businesses or deported, all of the pain that he has caused, each one of these victims, he will have to endure the pain from their point of view. He will not get out of it. Judgment at his death for all the pain that he has caused. So they may try his best to railroad this, okay? He may try his best to railroad it, but he will not get out of it in the court of law of karma, okay? So the extra information there. Now we look at the reading, four corners, charging forward in the world when it comes to what she's holding on to and offering up, okay? At the center of it, there's an agreement. She's got the evidence in hand, and we're looking at the next actions, okay? An agreement by the White House and the Magatonians, okay? An agreement when it comes to the next action to suspend it. Agreement, the strength of keeping it out in the cold, okay? So when it comes to the evidence that she's got, her and Trump are in agreement, is what it says. When it comes to the White House and the next actions, when it comes to going forward, it's out in the cold. When it comes to the strength of what's being offered, okay? Cover up 100%. When it comes to any new action, there's an agreement with his dark element. The strength of her holding on to this action. But he's out in the cold when it comes to the world. He's not fooling the world with what he's done and his attempts to overturn any new action when it comes to dealing with family and what actually took place, okay? Oh, so let's do a clarifying read like we need any more clarification. I mean, this has been right straight down the line. You know, he's not going to get away with this karmically. He may try to suppress it the whole time, but it is saying karma is at his door. Karma is at his door. And I know for a fact that he will have to endure every single pain, fear, disgust, lack, loss that he has caused others. He will go through it from their point of view. Every pain he has caused to others, he will have to feel within himself. So let's see what we have. At the center of it, we have, the healing, sharing, the healing, okay? The medicine, the reality. What of the ones he's put out in the cold, the ones he disavowed, okay? The lies, the fishtails, the spin. And this is also the offering of genuine Christianity, okay? Offering of a compassion, the healing, okay? The compassion, offering the truth of that, the emotional things that he has done, okay? for those he's put out in the cold, for everything that he has done. Okay? This is about learning. Okay? You will feel every pain. You will have to endure everything that you have done. So when it comes to the out in the cold and healing, it's what's being offered up. Okay? Here it is in spades. Here it is in spades. How you've treated these ones. Okay? With your wealth, with your drama. What you've offered up to others. Okay? And this is what you will see going forward. Okay? The healing, the truth from Christian viewpoint, what's under the surface. Okay? And the things that you've held on to, choices made, actions done, the mental actions. Okay? The truth. Foundation, the truth. So this is what happens going forward. The actions that are on the horizon. What's being built, what you've built in life. And the truth. The hard truth about your mental state, about the actions that you've done, about the things you've offered to others. Okay? So it's about facing the losses you have caused to others, the pain, the sorrow, and you will have to endure it. Okay? The spirituality, the head of that. Christianity. About what you've tried to hide. So let's see what will be revealed that's been hidden. The strength of the losses that you have caused to others. Okay? And your lack of compassion. The truth, when it comes to reality, the manipulations, okay, above it all, the manipulations that you did while in life, the lies told, okay, the things you tried to cover up will all be revealed. When it comes to the merchant, the things you've sold, what's been worked on, when it comes to your wealth and your drama of Trump, your life, the truth is coming out. Every single truth you will have to endure about your abuses, about your control, mental, and the long arm of the law. You can't get away from the truth and the tower moments that you have caused in life. Okay? It's coming. And this is not something he can get out of. He cannot BS his way out of this. Okay? The truth wins out. Okay? The truth wins out. So I'm just going to... He's in for a world of hurt. Okay? When he leaves the physicality of form, he is in for a world of hurt. So who knows if this is going to actually be revealed before he is out of his physicality of form. But I assure you, he's not getting away with anything. Okay? I feel this dread, fear, shaking, torture, mental, wanting to get away with it and not being able to get away from it. Okay? The dread, the fear, the drama, the shaking that's happening to him on the other side. I feel it. I'm just like this. With everything he has to endure on the other side, I just feel him like, you know, and he cannot escape it. Wailing, the gnashing of teeth, the wailing. And it's going to feel like it goes on for eternity. Because things are timeless on the other side. And he has hurt so many people in life, his whole life path. This will not be a quick thing. Wailing, gnashing of teeth, shaking, fearful. The doom and gloom. This time, he's got no one he can throw under the bus. Okay? There's no one to run interference for him. He will find the long arm of justice. Okay? So on that note, I'll leave that here. Oh, it just... yeah. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you online.